everybody. It's Wednesday. That means it's time for the RSG Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stream where we talk about nothing but Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I have, of course, Ranger J 1999. And you can see we have a new skin that Finn put together for us. Thanking everybody for 1,000 subscribers. And I stand before you, a bitter and broken man, as I will have to open $100 in packs tonight. But big kudos to you guys, and big kudos to two guys that are going to be on the stream with us tonight who really pushed. One because he likes me, the other because he's a turd bucket, but we still like him all the same. First, I'll introduce from the furnaces, Mr. MJ. What's up, brother?
What is going on, man?
Let's go. How was your Easter, my friend?
It was great. I'd like to say congrats to you all for the 1,000.
Yes,
Well deserved, well deserved.
we're very excited. MJ sent me a lovely picture of his family on Easter. It's a good-looking bunch of girls you got there, my
My
friend.
My Sith assassins.
Your Sith is Athens. That is a very good statement. They look sweet and innocent, but they will claw your face off.
That's right. Fast as shit.
Led by the matriarch herself. Also joining us is the Smith Lord himself, Smithy D.
How you doing, everyone? You looking forward to this $100 pack opening?
Yes, I think they are. I'll look into them in a second. I'm trying to pull it up on my phone while I've got all this other stuff going bananas. And then, of course, the ship expert himself, the one and only Mage Ducky.
Hello.
Well, try that again. And the Mage, be more excited, Jesus, Mage Ducky. Good
Why,
lord.
hello there, stream. How are you doing today? Are you prepared for opening $100 worth of packs on Ranger's account? Whoa, let's go! Is that better?
And well, everybody say goodbye to Mage Ducky and his mental retardation. And of course, we have the great troll of all trolls, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman Finity, who will be monitoring the chat. So if you try to troll, he will troll you back twice as hard. So, what we like to do every day and every time we're on the stream is we like to give a shout out to everybody out there in TV land. So, we've got our boy Grim, Knights Templar, our boy Vormax, Eric S. Who else we got? Baylor. Man, we got a lot of people on tonight. Good lord. Okay, I'm gonna try to get everybody. Mike Hunt, Mage Ducky, Shadowville, my boy Shadowville. Let's see. Some guy in Infinity. I hope he dies. Um, Ben Lazarus, Sam Bozewinkle. Nice name. Jack Boy, Octave Connections. Our boy Captain Blackbeard. Our some turd named Smithy D. I don't know who that is. Mr. Cynical's here. Kobe One. Sir Loki. Supposed to be in the channel. I don't know where he's at. Sir
I am
Loki,
in
if
the
you.
channel, man.
Oh, I didn't know you popped in. You snuck in at the last
I
second.
would not. I would not miss this opportunity.
Oh, we'll get to you in a
It's good to be
second.
back.
Yeah, we'll get to you in a second, Mr. Sneak out of nowhere. Ethan
Thank you.
Botts, Lucas Turns, Mr. Ingrid Kraut, my boy Luke Thyrocker. We got General Gravis. Man, we got a lot of people in here. Holy moly, we got a lot of people. All right, so if we didn't get your name shout out, we'll try to do it as we do this, go through the stream. Bimatsu's in there, of course. Can't forget the spam meter himself. So thank you, everybody. We are 1,000 subscribers. Loki, what's going on with you, bud? You know, we have
Uh,
these meetings ahead of time, and we send you the link ahead of time so you can be here on time and not just show up and scare Ducky.
no, it was on time. I mean,
You
that's
scared me.
perfect timing.
I mean, I think Ducky,
No.
there's a little pee coming out of him right now. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I actually saw Loki in the chat before you started the intro.
As
Just
I
on
s-
time, man.
Yeah, so he was actually just on time.
oh well, okay, that's
He just
different.
didn't announce himself because everybody else was muted.
Okay. All right. So the
No,
first.
I had to respect the mute, but I couldn't miss it. This is a big event, and congrats again to the followers. This is
Yes,
awesome.
thanks to everybody out there in TV land. We really appreciate it. It's amazing that we've got to 1,000 subscribers. It's amazing to see where we'll go from here. We got a lot of good stuff coming down the pipe. So let's get into it. I think everybody's here to hear us talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news. Oh, I'm kidding. We're here to see the damn pack opening. You guys did it, so I'm gonna make it happen. I am a man of my word. Now, getting all kinds of suggestions on what packs to open up. from all sorts of different people. So I'm going to put this in chat right now. And you guys kind of give me some sense of what you guys want me to open. We are going to do a couple chromiums. I have a general idea. I just want to get a feel for what you guys are interested in. Um, I know I already talked to Grande, guys from TI and everything. Um, Loki, we haven't heard from you. I've already talked to MJ and Smithy. Smithy just wants to see me suffer, so he's a dick. Um,
No, I said, let's entertain the crowd and
no, no,
open
no, no!
single
Don't even try to
single
play.
chromium packs.
Don't even try to
where you're
see
not
that.
guaranteed a
I
character.
read your message and start the barracks of how yummy my tears are going to be, and then Finn took it and put Cartman there on the top right next to my face so he can eat my yummy tears. Um, so we know your ulterior motive, sir. We're talking American dollars. Uh, the chat's going up crazy. Loki, your suggestion, sir, on which route we should take.
I mean,
We
I
want to be
think,
somewhat productive with the packs. I think opening some gear
no,
packs would,
definitely,
would
yeah.
be smart, right? We'll have
No,
to do
definitely.
a couple chromiums because Smithy wants to see me get a bunch of Royal Guard. Um,
No,
Well,
man,
no,
I want you to get
yeah.
Cup and characters
see,
like that.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Well,
like
Guard are actually
Consular
decent.
and
yeah. Um,
No, I would say you still need bays, right? So I mean, hopefully
we get some
get some
bays.
good
Yeah, I'm
RNG.
working on
Yeah,
that.
you gotta. Hopefully
you
you
ain't
max
getting
them
no
out
base
tonight.
tonight. You're not eating any base tonight.
I hope I do, so I can see Smithy cry and put his picture up there where my face is and just see the tears. It'd be so delicious. But with my luck with chromiums, that's not going to happen. So let's just I've prepared for the damage. I'm already in the mindset like, yeah, I'm gonna get hosed, but that's okay. So Grande and a couple other guys I talked to suggested that I do because of the ship Omegas that I go ahead and buy the Ghost and the Phantom, right, as part of the $100. Of course, then the rest get crystals, but then get the packs with the gear because I'm still gearing up, folks. So that makes sense. And then the rest chromiums. Does that work for you guys? You think that's a good plan?
No.
I don't like
gotta
the
do chrom-
12.99 ones.
No, not the 12.99 ones.
Chromium.
The to get the Omega bundles, for the ships, the ship Omegas, since I'm going
Oh,
to
the
spend
990. Okay,
yeah,
999.
the two 990 ones, so that would give.
No. You're guaranteed, man.
But
You
you
can't go with that. That's not chromium pack opening.
I am
Plus, you
opening
buy
up
both of those and
chromium.
you only get one.
Yeah, you
one
gotta go
mega ship
chromium.
pack.
You gotta roll the dice,
I
Money
would
shot,
just like to
man.
point out that the official name of the dollar things are bundles, not packs,
I am sorry.
Wow.
so they don't qualify. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just kidding. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so am I.
I don't know. I think that's
Yeah.
$20 that goes into one ability map basically.
I don't think. I'm not down with that. We gotta do chromium. I want to see
Yeah,
chromium.
we need suspense in the polls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't want that. Nobody.
Well, I am going to buy some gear, so
I'd,
I'm sorry, guys,
yeah,
but
I'd like to see you. I'd like to see you open more fleet mega packs. Actually, I mean,
I don't want to do the
I
fleet
think
mega
they added more
packs.
stuff in it. So.
No, because I don't need any of the characters in there. That's just.
Okay, just do chromium. All of it. $100.
I'd say throw a couple of the mini ship ones in just to see if you hit a nice 50 or get lucky.
Yeah, we can do that.
Those are only 500.
Oh yeah, get the $4.99. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we can do a couple of that.
I'm a
We'll
big
do
fan of
some,
those.
see what we get with the gear, and then the rest, which will be a lot in chromium still. So, oh Lord in heaven. All right.
Just
But I
chromium. Chromium's man.
I
Let's
really
do
want
it.
to see you max out Kylo's ship though, and I mean, you gotta buy some fleet packs.
I'm not buying the mega packs. I'm not buying. I'm not
Yeah,
buying
we
fleet
want to see
mega
you
packs.
use Kylo's ship again if that's okay.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I'm talking
But
about.
I'm not buying the
That's
fleet
what we
mega pack. I'm sorry, I just refuse on principle. I'll give a little, but I ain't going stupidity. Okay. All right. So I have to go get the crystal. So while we're doing that, we'll put the technical difficulties up. Should be able to still hear us and stuff. So this says I don't want my credit card information and stuff being posted on the internet. So give me a second here.
You can borrow my account if you want, if you put $100 in. You might have better pools.
No, Smithy.
Oh.
Okay, let's see here.
So what what you're doing. So what's the plan? You're going for chromium packs.
Yeah, we'll go for mainly chromium packs, but you know.
Ship
How many
packs.
chromium packs can you get with?
Yeah, let's get 4 at
$100?
$4.99. That's $2,000. How many are you gonna get here?
I'll say if you're doing are you doing the 350 chromium data card?
Hold on, one thing at a time.
Because you can get 44.8857 of those with $100 for the crystals.
This is what I said. For the character one. Just to see the character. Yeah.
Okay,
You can get almost 45 of those.
Okay, so back to the main channel. All right, I have bought the $100 worth of crystals. All right, so
Okay.
I do want to get knock out a couple of the gear packs. God, I need gear so bad. Let's see. Resources. Let's see what kind of
But
gear.
this isn't for your benefit. Gear packs. Characters, man.
Yeah, that's a separate $100. I mean, this is just the fan appreciation.
Definitely.
Okay.
That was easy.
Maybe one gear pack so we can just see how bad it is.
Okay. And so we'll do a gear
Look
pack.
at that, 16,000 crystals.
So let's see what we get for the Galactic
Wow.
Gear Pack. All right. And, Warrior from Team Instinct highly recommends if you have a lot of characters that need gear, this is a really good pack. And I agree with him. For $5.99, it's a pretty good
Actually,
deal.
we don't want it then. If it's a good pack, then you don't need to open it. You just sold yourself out of it.
Oh, I didn't get anything really. I got some AK5s. So that's one pack done. All right. So let's see.
So what did you get? Like, we're seeing this late.
Us.
You'll
yeah.
see it here in a second.
We want to know the juicy details.
I got some MK5 subs and some other stuff. I mean, some stuff I needed,
Ugh.
but yeah, nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing bad, but nothing great. So it was okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Let's.
You're being optimistic about this. I like it. You're kind of setting yourself up. Yeah, it's okay.
Well, no,
He just
it
wants you to
was.
burn.
I know.
Yeah, you got a few nice pieces.
Yeah, but he didn't get any fully crap.
Yeah, I'll agree. Yeah, you got.
So
some
you
nice-
don't want me to get
nice
any?
pieces that
You don't want me to
could
get
probably farm.
any of
Challenge
the
gear.
fleet data cards?
Yeah,
Anything?
challenge gear. So where are we going to now? So
Well, I wanted to say, Ducky, did you want me to open at least one fleet pack? Let's see what we pull.
Yeah, but not the mega pack.
Yeah, do the
because
$4.99.
it's-
Do the $4.99?
Of those.
yeah,
Okay, so we'll do.
Who knows? They may just help you finish off your first order TIE fighter and stuff.
well,
First-
no,
no,
he'll probably
first-
get a ship that he's already got 7.
He's gonna
No,
get
no.
an 85
Ooh,
U-wing.
get Geospy. And then we can build a fleet
God,
around
yeah,
Geospy just for
Geospy.
you.
Yeah.
And you can play it on the street.
All right. So how many of these do you want me to get?
But one for now.
One for now. Okay.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, 2.
Depends.
Well, let's do one. Let's
If the
do one.
first
Let's see
one's
what-
really bad, one
I
if
got-
it's really good, then
I got
you've got
10
to
of
put it aside.
just 10 of. I got 10 of Darth Maul's ship.
Not bad.
No, that's not bad.
No.
Yeah,
Like, go until you get a good one. And then
Well,
do another.
You want to do another one?
100 of something.
Yeah.
yeah, 10 of Darth Maul's pretty good. I mean, it's 2.5 shipments,
All right, the
which
second one's
could be
going
several
up.
days of waiting.
50 U-wing, I'm calling it.
15 of Geonosian Soldier Starfighter, which actually helps me out a little bit because I use him a lot.
Okay.
There you go.
Let's move away from this.
Yeah, I know, 'cause it's helping me, and Smithy does-
Mega pack, though. A fleet
No.
mega pack.
No.
It's
doing a
not
fleet mag.
worth it for him.
Chromium's fine, but
No, you don't need the tune.
yeah, there's just nothing in there I really need. Let's see. So let's do some chromiums. We'll do a couple chromiums now, so Smithy can let the pee flow freely from him.
Well, you could get really good. The odds, you know.
So chromium mega pack.
Very
First one. Here we go. We're gonna start with one. Here we go. Here we go. Chromium
boy.
mega pack. Here we go.
Come on, Cup.
I can just feel this is gonna be awful, but I'm resigned to the pain
You've got to
already.
name what you've got because we don't see it. You've got.
All right, so 12 of Rock Bar. He's already done. Here we go. 12 of Rex. Normally that would be good, but I already have him completed.
It's not November.
Thanks to Fleet
12
Star-
of
or
Night,
Fleet Store.
Night Sister Accolade. Great.
Oh, God.
Hey, you would start
Oh,
building garage
wait a minute.
right?
I got Death Trooper. Death Trooper.
Full character?
No, just the. Next, Count
12.
Dooku, already done. Chief Nebbit, already done. First Order Officer, already done. Oh my God,
yeah.
I got 25 of Chirrut. Kiss my ass. ah, ah,
That's
ha ha
good.
No.
ha. Smithy D.
No.
Uh,
No. No. Hey, but just think, you just spent all that 2,800 to get 25 Sharut shards, which probably
I
would
got
work
Death
out around
Trooper
about.
shards too.
Yeah, I guess if you farmed him at 4 by 380, is it 320? Probably
Oh,
gonna
I would
work
like to
out
point
close
out
to
that
it.
he actually got the full Chirrut unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So it's better
Yeah.
than just the shards. I mean, great to convert it into shards, but
Yeah, he got
was even-
25 versus 12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice work. Nice
All right.
work.
So
Number 2. Let's do it.
Let's do number two.
We need to go for a fleet pack now. Mix things up a little bit. Get that RNG on the go.
Smithy wants pain.
I know, but I'm not opening a
Hey,
fleet mega pack. All right, here's the second chromium. Here we go. First one.
Okay, let's know what you
10,
got.
10 for Death Trooper. Again, he's about to be 6-star. That's
Also
right.
good.
Princess Leia. Too bad she's already done.
Nice.
10 more
Rest in
Death
peace.
Trooper. 6-star. Woo! Smithy, I should listen to you more often. Sith Assassin. I'll take that. That's 10 for Sith Assassin. 10 more for Death Trooper. Suck it.
Another Death Trooper.
Yes. Count Dooku. Well, I already had Count Dooku. Cassian Endor,
No way.
25.
Nice.
Jyn Erso, full 32 bonus shards. Bam!
Wow, that was a nice pack.
You're currently working on her, right?
Yep.
Star Wars, yeah. Okay.
No way, man! I can't believe this.
That was a really good pack for you.
Smithy's about to just get off the stream. This is bullshit.
Good call, Smith. We should do these more often.
Hey,
Hey,
guess
that's
what?
a fleet mega pack, man.
No.
Fleet mega pack.
No.
Fleet mega pack.
It's
No.
Cantina double shards rolled over into chromiums, right? Breaking
Pretty
news.
much, man.
Breaking.
Breaking
Oh,
news.
no,
Let's check
man.
Bronzium. Let's get some more church shards.
Hey, actually, somebody earlier said they did want you to open every single Bronzium card you could as part of the pack opening.
Oh
Seriously?
man,
Ooh.
Really?
no thanks.
Yeah, somebody said they wanted you to open Bronziums.
I don't think anybody wants me to open all these. That's 400,000 plus Bronzium.
Okay,
Yeah, I know.
pop back over and grab another one of the 499ers. For the ships.
Oh, the ships? Okay.
This pack opening is brought to you by EA.
Baylor, we don't have a week.
They knew you were streaming.
Oh man.
Illuminati confirmed.
You said the 499
Trust me.
499 pack? You
Yeah.
said? Okay.
I like those.
Yeah, but 499 is far more efficient if you're not wailing out for Falcon, Reaper, Kylo Ren.
But you
I
just
got,
did some fleet.
all
You
right.
need to do some mega packs.
I'm not doing mega packs, Smithy.
But those don't make sense for him. It makes sense for him to get the regular individual ship
We
cards.
don't need it
because-
to make sense. We just need it to have a bad drop. At least one. Bad drop.
No way. I'm enjoying this. Back to
I feel like
chromiums.
I feel like Smithy's trying to make up for some bad drops he's had in the
I
past.
don't know.
I
but
haven't
I've
brought chromiums for about a year.
Yeah, it's true. All right.
Oh, okay. Good enough.
I spent about $700 and all I got was
Well, you got more.
like 400
you got more
and
GS.
20 shards of Echo.
Yeah, more of the Junos and shoulder one. So, so let's go
I didn't
for
really get any
next
of the
chromium. Here we
so I never-
go. Oh my god.
Let's do it. Come on.
Chromium mega pack.
I guess you're on a high now. I guess even if
You need some bays. You need some bays.
yeah,
this
if you
round.
lose now, you're still going to be happy.
Yeah, Finn does make a good point.
Alright.
You should open one fleet mega pack ranger. You
Oh,
got
I
good
hit
luck
the
with
button
the
by
chromium.
mistake. So I just got 32 more Jyn Urso shards, 10 Sith Assassin, 10 Bays, which I needed, 10 Shore Trooper, which I needed, 12 Kylo Ren, 10 Cassian, and 12 Wedge Antilles, and 12 First Order Stormtrooper, which I needed as well. Thank you, Smithy D. This is working out very, very well.
Hey man, I said open a fleet pack. What
No,
are you doing
you-
in the chromium pack?
Because you aren't getting out of this, buddy. You're the one just was begging me to open chromiums because you knew my turd pull rate, and you were just waiting to eat my tears and just. I'm enjoying this. Oh, how the worm has turned for you, my friend.
You must be
uh,
sponsored or something.
who?
Someone's looking out for you. They must have heard you doing this $100
Well, you got
pack,
enough for
and
two
they
more.
raised the odds.
Oh yeah, someone said trade my
3 more.
shark.
No, 2 more.
Yeah, we do two more. Then. Let's see here.
Are you doing a fleet mega pack?
Well, someone
No.
said turn in my shards at the shard shop. Oh my god, 2,160 converted. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh Lord.
Yeah, you already had Cassian 7, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But it's still nice to see him.
Cassian shards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you can hear when you get a cast and you're like, I do have them, but it's better than like Ugnaught or Cup. Those sting. You know. All right.
Any horrible shards really. I mean,
I know. All right.
Wedge, but he's not.
We want Mega Pack.
Why isn't the Falcon in the meat in the fleet mega pack anyway?
I don't know why they put that sucker in there. Oh god. Let's see here. Someone said I'm going full well. Yeah, pretty much. All right. Let's do another
think-
Chromium Mega Pack. Here we go. See what we get. And I'm going to touch the button this time because last time it was like, boy. All right, so the first
You
one,
should do a whole spin around on your chair kind of
Magma
thing,
Trooper.
and not look. You open it and then look over.
No, this one's turned out to be poopy. Java Scavenger, Hoth Rebel Soldier, Qui-Gon.
Yes.
All right, Scarecrow Pathfinder. I needed that.
What?
Director Krennic, thank you.
So what we got? So
Resistance
you got your
Pilot
Magna
had-
Trooper.
There it is. The 32 Mace Windu shards I don't need. There, Smithy, a bad pull.
Oh,
Bad pull.
So
That's
I got Magma Trooper, Java
you got some
Scavenger.
Krennic shards.
Yeah, Krennic's not too bad, but the rest is I already had those, so.
More for the shard shop, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that was not as good as the other couple that we pulled.
No.
Okay. Who the hell is calling me? Piss off. I don't know how people get your phone number, scammers, but if you're one of these telemarketer scam people, you're garbage.
It's not. It's a phone call for someone to tell you to open a fleet pack.
It says it's from London, England. I don't understand. Who would be calling me from there?
Oh no.
Fleet Mega Pack.
Are you doing
I
it?
was hoping you
No.
One more
Are you doing
chromium.
it?
One more chromium.
One more Chromium.
Good choice. Way to make smart life choices.
Well, yeah, it's we
Step
said
in.
pretty much Chromium, so. All right, let's see what we get.
Last pack was pretty icky.
All right, so this
looking.
one we got 10 Cassian. I hit the button again. I hate this. 10 Cassian, 10 Nihilus. That's good. T100, 10 Shore Trooper, Scavenger, Resistance Pile again, and then 32 of Mace Windu. So that was kind of poopish as well.
Got Mace Windu again.
Not too
Yeah.
bad you weren't farming mace.
Mm.
The first three were a lot better.
Yeah, the first
But I
two
mean,
were a lot
Mace isn't
better.
bad. Like Mace is a pretty solid fleet commander, so
Yeah.
getting some free shards on him is not bad.
All right, so
64
I
of them.
have 1,200 crystals left. Do we want to do some more gear packs, or do 2 gear packs?
How
or-
much is it to open a pack?
It's like 2,500 something. Oh, for the gear ones. The gear ones are
For the. Is it 2,200 for a chrome?
2,500,
No, 25.
2,520.
Okay.
You could do the ship individual card.
Well, you guys, would you want me to do ships? Or you want me to do some ships? Which we haven't really been getting anything in ships.
The character shards. Two of the character shard one.
Um,
The chromium data card.
do you want me to do the Chromium data card one?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Two of them. Not the ship.
I know.
The,
the single.
Oh, the single ones. Yeah.
Wait,
Let's-
but why not ships? Ships are life.
I know.
You want to get a base
All
in
right,
there,
let's see what
you
we
know?
get.
Oh.
More Royal Guard. Watch it.
Okay.
I got
Snow Trooper.
25 of what is this? Echo? One of the clones.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so
Could have
25.
been worse.
All right. You want me to open up another one, or you want me to do a ship? I can do a ship one, or I can do another two of these.
Ships, ships,
You got
ships.
a character unlock from it. I think you're on a roll.
Yeah, let's do the single chromes.
Okay, single
Okay.
chromes. I got 10. Okay, I just got 10 Death Troopers,
Wow.
Nice.
and we'll
Okay.
buy
You can do
one.
one more, can't you?
Yeah, I'll
Is
do
it
one more.
350?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
God, you made a lot of Death Trooper shards tonight.
yeah.
So
12,
much for Cantina double drops.
Yeah, no shit.
12 for resistance pilot. That's all of the shards. Let's see how many more shards I have.
Yay.
Convert another 2,500 shards. Jesus Christ. I could add 30 more Death Trooper shards to my already growing collection. All right, so let's see what we got with Death Trooper at. I didn't really see. Let's see if I can find him. I don't think I've done much with him. So I can get him to 6-star right now. So we'll
Nice.
promote him. Okay. I know a Jen. I got a bunch of Jen shards. She's 79 out of 100 now.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Because you
turned out.
got 64 at least from the two full
Mm-hmm.
unlocks.
So she's right there to be 7-star. So that's really nice. Who else? Cassie, we already had done. Let's see where we finished up with Sheridan Bays. First Order Stormtrooper. We got some more. We got some of him. Let's see. Churret's now 44 out of 100 because we got some of his. And then Bays, I think we got some. Let me see where Bays is at.
And you can take all those shard shop coins and buy 30 more Death Troopers.
I know. Oh my god.
You could save it and
Got
spend
him
it on raid
almost
gear.
48 out
Not
of
bad.
85. So he's 48 out of 85 to 6-star. So all in all, there was a lot of poop in there, but there were some real gems. Death Trooper came a lot of. We got some Chronic too. So, um, yeah, people are really upset that
Progress
I.
on Sith Assassin and Nihilist once they
Yes.
go
Yep. I
free
got.
to play Primeval.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's a lot of poop in there with the gems. People looks like.
Do you have Mace 7 starred already, Ranger?
Oh yeah, I had him done a while ago. Um, so there you go. $100. I just can't believe I spent $100 this game. Oh Lord,
It
but
goes fast, doesn't it?
it does go fast. I mean, you see all those crystals, you're like, oh my god, look at all those crystals, and then they're gone. All right, so there were some good pulls there. There were some pulls. It's like, eh. So I think we kind of broke even there on you and me, Smithy. There were some poopy pulls, and then there were some really good pulls. So I think we kind of broke even. So I can't really give you any tears. However, I can't be over enthusiastic either. Kind of a wash, don't you think?
I don't know. I think you got some good packs that make up for you brought them singular.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
if you brought them for 320 for four, is it five? No, for 3 shards, isn't it? Four
Yeah,
shards. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, for 4 shards, that Sharu alone made up for that pack.
Oh,
Didn't
that
it?
was
25
incredible.
shards.
32 of those. I was like, oh my god. Okay. So let's see here. All right, so we go back to the agenda. So that's the pack opening. Now I just got to gear these guys. Oh God. Which I think we're
There
all
goes the next $100.
well. All right. So $100. What should be the next plateau we should shoot for subscribers?
1100.
No. No.
I figured I'd try.
They want me to spend another vault. God in heaven. You just can't. I just spent $100. They want me to spend more. Oh my
We
god.
want more. We want
Uh,
more.
God. I love it tickles me as someone else's money. God. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, because you get the joy of opening a pack without having to pay for
that's true. Maybe start a patron or something.
it.
Okay, so we'll consider what the next plateau is, and we'll do a 100 mega pack opening again. And you know what? I think next we'll put a vote out there what people want me to buy for the next one, but we'll have to consider it, but within reason, right? You know, it can't just be wasted shards. And if I'm just gonna be put,
Smithy will be in the chat that night.
mm-hmm, we'll figure something out. So, all right, let's get to the what we're here to talk about in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So we did that. Let's get into the next item, which is the meta report. All right. So I've got the meta report pulled up. Um, Not much just changed in the meta report. If we look at it, my screen just went crazy. Darth Maul's still kicking ass with 834, which is still 42% of the teams. Now Rex is still climbing. I am now one of those guys that use a Rex lead at
Traitor.
34%. I didn't feel the dark side anymore. I was getting my ass kicked. Um, I still have the dark side team. I'm having a lot more fun running the Rex counters everybody with it. Um, but those are Jesus Christ 76% still of where we're at with rank one leaders from the meta report. Um, Looking at this Loki guys, everybody. Sorry, you Smithy. I mean, when you see this, is there any end in sight, or is this going to be the trend for a while?
I guess what the new characters, the fan favorites that are coming out. I guess it depends what they have. They may completely change up the meta.
Yeah, they did announce
Um,
that there were some new characters coming down the pipe, which I know one of them you're hoping is Jedi Luke. That
or any Luke,
yeah,
for that
yeah.
matter.
At this point, yeah,
We have to assume one is
So
our
pod racer
ruler, I
Luke.
would guess.
pod
Well,
race.
Luke never, Luke never was in a pod racer.
No, it's
Oh,
Anakin. I was
he failed miserably.
Pretty much.
just because you don't get my sense of humor doesn't mean it was a failed joke. It just
That's
means that you
true.
didn't.
Look at Ducky firing back at Smithy. Oh my
Love you too,
god.
Oh,
Smithy.
Also, guys, we will be taking questions tonight. So if you guys have questions, please uh, send them in. Finn will collect your questions and we'll get into discussion on this stuff. I mean, there's not a lot of news that came out this week. So we're looking at the meta report. I mean, there's not much to really discuss, is there, guys? Because nothing's changed really that much. I mean, if we, it's the same characters and the same teams. There's no new formation of teams. There's not much that's changed in this meta. I
no.
mean, we've been talking about this for weeks now. I mean,
I, th-
the
I think the only thing I noticed from the rank one leaders is that Qui Gon is technically higher than Darth Vader. I think last week it was the other way around,
yeah,
but it's by like one or two people, right? So it's not a
right.
real change. It's just something interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, anything that we want to add on to this into this meta report. I mean, there really is no change. I mean, is there anything new or exciting that we need to get into with this stuff? Well, the
So
silence says it all.
I think it's going to be people trying. I mean, I think somebody's going to come up with something, a later 2 minutes that are going to make it happen.
Yeah. All
But I
right.
hope they don't.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, so let's get into something fun. We have the new Gamer Fuel video ready to go. The fans voted, and the vote was for Boston cream pie tacos, and Urban finally was able to get her done, and so we finally have the Gamer Fuel of the month for March Madness ready to rock and roll, and we're here to present it to you. So, guys that are on the stream, you're not gonna be able to hear it, but if you watch it on this while we're doing it live, you'll be able to see it on the screen when it comes up. So, without further ado, I give you the great assassin master, Urban Blaster, and his crew as they bring you Boston cream pie tacos.
What's up, dudes? It's your bestest buddy in the whole frickin' galaxy, here with Godzilla Gamer Zero and Canadian King One. We're the Assassin Masters, and it's Gamer Fuel Madness. The results were in. You guys created the concept of the Boston cream pie donut taco, and we made it for you. But here's a breakdown of that. So first, you take your taco shells. You threw your choice of meat in there. We went with fish. That's what that frickin' thing in there is. It's a fish fillet. And then, of course, you need to have your cream because it ain't no Boston cream pie without the cream in it. And then we wrapped it up with some donut dough. And then we fried it up to this monstrosity goodness and threw some chocolate on it because it ain't a Boston cream pie without the cream filling and the chocolate. But let's go taste this monstrosity. What's up, dudes? You voted. You wanted the, what's this thing called? The Boston cream pie donut taco? Yeah, that's it, the Boston cream pie donut taco. That's a mouthful. And look at this big ol' glorious beast we came up with. It's a frickin' taco. It's a fish taco and a donut. We pretty much wanted to go a little healthier. You get your omega-3s from fish. And but this is what the monstrosity we came up with. What do you think of it?
It's beautiful.
Are you excited? It looks just like a Boston cream pie. A Boston cream pie donut taco. But let's dig in. As you can see, we cut it up, and there's the insides, the fish fillet and the corn shell. The cream is in there, because you know Boston cream pies have that cream in there. But let's give it a taste test. I guess I'll go first. Look at the creamy goodness. Let's see. Pretty good. Holy crap, that's good. Now, here's Canadian King. He's gonna try it out. Try out that monstrosity. How is it? It's not bad, right? It's a donut flavor with, you can't really taste the fish. We should have put lettuce, cheese, and sauce in there. But we, being gamers, we don't really like that veggie stuff. What do you think?
I taste the fish. What's up, son?
Okay, last but not least, it's a Godzilla Gamer trying it out. How is it?
It's good.
It's pretty good, huh?
Shut your mouth. Damn.
I would recommend this 10 out of 10.
It's the Boston cream pie donut taco. Okay, dudes, you saw the monstrosity, the Boston cream pie donut taco. It was pretty good. I highly recommend that you try it, don't you, Canadian King?
Yeah.
It was pretty damn good. I think we're going to add it to our holiday family dinners. But you guys came up with the idea. You voted on it, and we made it. Bam! But we hope you like this video and recipe. Go make yourself a Boston cream pie donut taco.
The push
All right, there you go. From our man Urban Blaster and the Assassin Masters. I cannot believe they ate that. God in heaven. I think that you guys are still watching the video. Let me know when you guys done watching that. I've already had a sneak preview of it. MJ, you done watching it or?
Yeah, I'm getting to them. I think what's the end here.
Now,
Yeah, he just
I don't-
finished.
I don't think it
actually
looked
eating
that
it.
bad.
but he went with fish.
Not my first choice.
I think he buried the taste of the fish deep in the donut.
Did you see like how much like dough he had there for the
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was like 3 inches thick around the outside.
Yeah, and the fish was battered too, so
Oh, yeah.
I hit it.
I think he got up easy. We'll have to give him something a little more
Yeah.
jaggy next time.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a new poll up. Straight poll, I think. You guys give us some suggestions of what you'd like to see Urban try next, or maybe what we'll do is we'll see what Urban comes up with, and we'll have another Gamer Fuel of the month for May coming up, and we'll see if we can get old Urban to put down the old gullet. I can't believe he ate that. Jesus. Ah, sorry, it's just so weird. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. We love Urban. I don't know. He's supposed to be on tonight, so maybe we can talk to him. I mean, that's your guild buddy there, MJ. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. He's one
so
of a kind.
he's
I was
very
just
much
gonna
one of
say
a
that
kind.
for everyone that's not watched, to go check his channel out. He's got a couple earlier gamer fuels that he did with his kids that are just hilarious as
Oh God,
well.
what was the one with the Cheetos he did? Oh jeez.
Oh,
The
I'm trying to think.
what was the name of the like the pizza kind of bread thing he made and was putting like
Yeah. God,
what
I'm
was
drawing a blank. I'm
starts
mixing
with
them
an
all in.
F. Oh, I'm going blank. But he made that and he put like what Swedish fish and some other stuff on there.
Yeah.
Just outrageous stuff. If you haven't seen those guys, go check them out. They're just redonkulous. All right, so um, let's kind of cover next thing. Cantina drops. Someone to mention that in this part of our agenda. Let's kind of go around the panel here. Who did we farm and how far did we get and what do we think of the event overall? And do we think we need to get more events like this with the double Cantina drops? Start with you, Mr. Loki.
So I took advantage of it and finished my Death Trooper, so he is 7-star now.
Nice.
I didn't get any Omegas, which is depressing because I'm still on an Omega drought.
Mm.
But moving forward, it would be nice to get more double drop events. I think at one time we had a Galactic War double drop, right? So it just feels like they did more events back then and kind of been lacking them. So
Okay. MJ.
I did Death Trooper as well.
Okay.
I had him. Basically, I didn't even have him to 4 stars, and I now have him halfway to 6.
Nice.
So I didn't do anything. I just did the 100 refreshes each day.
Mm.
And yeah, for me also, I was excited. Actually, the day before the double drop started, I happened to hit an Omega
Mm.
while I was doing him, and then I got, in the whole time I did all of this, there was one 3 battle sequence that I got 2 Omegas in. Otherwise, 0 entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get that many megas either.
I didn't realize
Uh,
how rare they were.
Yeah, Ducky or Smithy, did you guys do anybody but Death Trooper? Did you guys go a different route, or was the Death Trooper farming for you as well?
Death Trooper.
Okay.
Yep, I went Death Trooper, and actually my story is almost identical to MJ's, with the exception of I was not farming him before Cantina drops.
So how
But
far?
started at the same place, ended halfway to 6-star, had exactly one Omega double drop,
Hmm.
only did the 100 crystal refreshes.
Okay.
Nice.
Got
Wow.
some sort of like weird telepathy thing going on here.
So, what do we think of the event overall? Do we think we need to get more of these happening to help players out? Smithy, your thoughts on the double cantina? Do they need to continue doing it more? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely more double drops, the merrier. Um, yeah, is that a trick question?
Well, I just thought, I mean, how often do you think, we'll go around the panel, how often do you think they should do it? Monthly, bi monthly, every 6 weeks? What would be a good use of the double drops?
I'd say once a month.
Once a month from
You know,
Loki?
do it from like a weekend. Like when they do the Omega events, like once a
Mm-hmm.
month or whatever it is. Then like after that, do a double drop weekend or something. Help
Yeah.
everybody out.
MJ?
And they can bounce it around to the different parts of the game too. Even if they wanted to go more often, even if they did a couple a month, they could say, okay, well, this two, Galactic War this time, Cantina next time, whatever. Maybe mods double drop. That'd be fun.
All right,
But
Ducky.
yeah, I don't know. Of course, as
Oh, okay.
a player, I'd like to see them more often. Makes the farming easier.
It does make the farming easier. What about you, Ducky?
I'm actually gonna be counter to the group,
That's
and
okay.
say that I
How
don't
dare
think
you
that they should
speak your
do them.
mind? Shut up.
No, no, no. But the reason being is because um, if you do special like goodie events where people get bonus drops, they get like double XP, they get lots of bonus things. If you're not careful, people will become accustomed to that. And when it's in the off period, when you're not doing one of those, like holiday celebration or whatever, then you have an issue with people feeling like they're not getting the normal amount. And this is speaking from probably close to half a dozen different MMORPG type stuff where I might have joined during Christmas special or whatever, and after that I was like, what's the point of playing? I'm not getting anywhere near the drops that I used to get. And so while it would be nice at first for the player base, I think it would be harmful overall to the game experience to have them more often.
Anybody disagree with that?
Oh, I just think if there was a set, if they had a set, you know, schedule, I think then it would be, not that it would, of it, like I'm saying, don't take it away. Just say, okay, twice a month or once a month moving forward, this is the way it's going to be.
And does it have to be Cantina? Could it be double drops and somewhere else? Maybe
Right.
mods
That's what I
or
meant. You could
Galactic
pass them on.
War or money, something like that.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? All right. So we'll move on to the next topic of discussion, and let's talk about the Phoenix event. Uh, what were our thoughts on the Rise Together, Stand Together events, the second part? Um, st- since it had some ship stuff in there, let's start with you, Ducky. What did you think of the event overall?
I was excited at first when they let us play with the Ghost and the Phantom
Hmm.
too, and they let us use our own ships alongside them. Right? It wasn't just the um, the squad version where you had to use full Phoenix. You could basically use this time to theory craft in practice what kind of fleet you would want to build around them. The problem was that it was too easy because it's using your actual ships. The event ships are scaled properly, but if you are over geared, over leveled for it, then it's not a real test at all.
Okay.
And so I was excited about the opportunity. I wish that it were scaled to like the individual player level of in some way, so that or it had multiple tiers, so that we those of us who are like higher up with our ships could have had a more realistic approach with it.
Okay. What about your thoughts on it, Loki?
Uh, I think leading up to the event, I was a little worried because my Phoenix squadron isn't very it wasn't geared up,
Yeah, I don't think anybody's
where
worried.
I'd liked it to, and then I only had them 3 star or whatever they were, but playing the event, I think it was fun. It was a little easy on the character side. Uh, I think I was surprised after you finished all the little trials and events and stuff. Then you got to fight the Super Darth Nihilus team with only the Phoenix Squadron.
Right.
So um, I don't know anybody that could actually finish that because I couldn't even do it. But
Yeah, they got
um,
destroyed. They really did,
um,
man.
but going back to what Mage said, if they did something like that on the ship side where they had a bunch of overpowered ships, I think that would be kind of fun just to see what you can do with them.
Hmm.
Even if you did get to use your own geared up ships alongside the Phoenix Squadron ship, and then you got to fight like a super overpowered squad of ships. I think
Yeah.
that would have been more fun. Kind of like what they did with the character side. I tried it a couple of times. I couldn't even take down like one guy on the Darth Nihilus team. So uh,
Okay. All right.
overall, it was good. I mean, I think it was good.
All right, Smithy. What do you think they could do done moving forward with what they tried here with this event that they could probably improve upon it?
I enjoyed it. It let
Okay.
you kind of like go full power with the squad and get to use the ships and have a little bit of.
Unlimited power.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely better than some events that we've had in the past.
Okay.
So I'd like to see more of them. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody think that they can do something different or add to this event, maybe to improve it, or were they just everybody here satisfied with what was there for what they got?
Yeah, I mean, I thought the changes they made were cool. That you could fight a little more of a realistic ship battle. Granted, it wasn't scaled to your team, but for some people, nice little rewards. I thought it was a good overall thing. I thought they made some mild improvements that were really nice.
Yeah.
It was definitely really nice to see the ship inclusion in the
Yeah, that
replayability.
was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Just to be able to actually mess around with them beyond looking at stats page.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with this. So yeah, thumbs up to CG. All right. Now, guys, we are going to be taking questions. Finn's trolling you, so if you have questions that you want to ask, we got some great people here to answer your questions. We even got Ducky on the line, so if you have ship questions, get them in. Anything's open for tonight. If you have questions pertaining to anything, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes related, of course. We're not here to solve the world's problems, but get your questions in, and we'll make sure to start covering those. I do want to get into. We do have two new characters that we know of that are coming down the pipe. I think it's safe to assume that. Does anybody think that one of them is not going to be R2D2?
Yeah, that seems pretty obvious. If
Right.
not, I would be shocked with the bee boops.
Right. So we can speculate on one. So it's going to be R2D2. I don't think that's without question. Unless it's Red 5. I don't know why they do that. But what about the other character? Let's talk about who we think might be the character that they're going to release. Smithy, what are your thoughts on the other character that they mentioned? And who do
I
you want?
don't.
We know it's Jedi Luke, but do you think it's Jedi Luke? And which Luke, if it is it going to be?
I could honestly say that I want it to be some form of Luke, either if it's Empire or Return of the Jedi. I'd be happy with that, as long as it's not like Power Converter Luke, or rework Power Converter Luke,
Converter Luke.
I don't know, it depends what they think a fan favorite is at the end of the day. They could class Chewbacca, well, Chewbacca is a fan favorite, so it could be Rebel Chewbacca. But then if for example, if like what they're giving off is R2, will he be another light side character a month after another light side character? Could it be, or would it be a dark side character? Could it be Revan? It just depends on what they class as a fan favorite, because I know what in Star Wars that who is a fan favorite and what they class and how they get into that tier of fan favorites. But and then it depends on if they're referring to fan favorite of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, fan favorite of the Knights of the Old Republic, fan favorite of the prequels. It's completely endless, unless they start kind of like teasing like they have with that beat bop beat. You know, I guess it's hard to really kind of put the finger. I want it to be Luke, but there's no kind of like evidence that it could be Luke either. There's
Yes.
nothing that they've put out yet to say who it could be. They just said that we're going to get two fan favorites, and that's it. And yeah,
Did and
I want it to be Luke
yeah,
Skywalker.
but did you find it particularly? They released the trailer for the game, and it had Luke fighting everybody, Bespin Luke. Do you think they're gonna? And he's already in the game. You fight him. Do you think that will be the tune that they just kind of bring forth for us to be have the ability to play? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me that you have Luke Skywalker from Empire Strikes Back as your main selling point for people to play the game, and you get in the game and you can't play him. So, I don't understand
Yeah.
that. I thought that
Yeah.
the ad they had was great. I was like, that's really cool the way they did it and showed some things. I was like, great, but you put everything on Luke Skywalker, a- and there's no Luke Skywalker, and he's by far one of the most popular characters in the Star Wars universe. Period.
Yeah, definitely. He's even more popular now.
I think
No,
he's
he's
got to be
great.
one of them with that new ad. I mean, I don't know. And I don't want next fall. I don't want old Luke to be the first Luke. So I hope they get one out here quick.
Well, yeah, they've got to go with. I guess there's no point in them jump into Jedi Luke if they need to release Empire Luke.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you've got to go up, or what's the point of going up to go back down? Because we all know Jedi Luke was more powerful in lore than Empire Luke was.
Yeah.
So there's no point jumping to Jedi Luke to then make Empire Luke more powerful, because it then kind of goes against the whole lore of his story arc, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That he improved over time. And it's the same as if we look at characters that we've got. We've got Sidious, then you've got Emperor Palpatine, you've got Stormtrooper Han, then you've got, like, is he Return the Jedi Han that we got, or New Hope Han? I'm not really sure which Han version that we got. Because he just wears the same jacket in all of them. I don't know. I would like to say that we're going to get Empire Luke. I'd like to stick by that.
Okay. Anybody else? Let's go down the line. Ducky. Who do you think it is, and who would you like it to be?
Huh. That's I don't really know. I don't really have an idea on who it is outside of like Luke or any other like kind of go-to fan favorite.
Yeah, educated guess.
Luke.
Okay. But who? But if you had to pick a character you would like to see,
I mean, we have General Kenobi and we have Wedge Antilles in the game, so I'm golden. Those are my two personal fan favorites from the entire Star Wars universe, and we've already got them. So I feel like my Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes life is complete. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Let me throw. I'll go to MJ and on next, but mine is Revan, and I've seen a lot of people wanting Thrawn in the game as well. What about you, MJ? Who do you think it is, and who would you like it to be?
Well, I think R2 is one of them. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
I think that Bespin Luke would be my other guess. My want is Revan, 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
But now I was going to ask too. I heard Warrior mention this morning on his stream there was some post about some dark side veering towards something, and he was putting the whole General Veering thing together. Is that a separate character from these two new ones?
General Veers is already in the game.
Well, right. Oh, right. So like a rework maybe is what he was
probably,
referring to. That's right. Yeah, that's right. My bad.
Yeah. So Revan for you.
Yep, Revan.
Yep. All right. Lightsaber builder Loki. Who do you think, and what do you want?
I I do want some kind of a Luke with a lightsaber. I don't care which episode it is anymore, but it would be nice. I mean, he's in Force Arena, but he's farm boy with a blue lightsaber. So I'd want Jedi Knight Luke with the green lightsaber from Return of the Jedi. But I mean, the little clues that they're giving us, they kind of just remind me when. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think when the new raid came, when the heroic tank came out, and they said that the prize would be a fan favorite, they introduced General Kenobi. So,
Yes.
You know, I don't know, because honestly, for me, I wasn't a fan of General Kenobi. I thought it was going to be Luke Skywalker right there. So, yeah,
General Kenobi's like, I think he's higher than Luke as a fan favorite.
Yeah,
I think he's like up there as like number one, and Luke is like number two. Then you've got like Yoda and all that. I did a list and video on it before,
Vader,
but I think
I
General
remember
Kenobi.
that.
Well, I think Vader might have been number one, then General Kenobi. Like they're really, really high kind of thing on the fan favorite list.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess my generation. I mean, I grew up on the original series, but it was always Luke was my number one. But I don't disagree with the R2D2. It's probably gonna be him because they like to do those little clues, and I mean, who else could it be, right? With the boop boop beep boop.
Unless it means that the gears come in for the ships.
Yeah, I mean, it could be that too. I mean, we could, with General Veers getting a rework, maybe we're getting like a Hoth, a Hoth Luke or something with a tauntaun and a lightsaber. I don't know, but it sounds like they're gonna be, if they're gonna be maybe reworking General Veers as the Hoth, assault team or whatever he's got, then you could have Luke with the what is that Hoth speeder or whatever it's called, and
speeder.
Yeah, and then I don't know where R2 was, but I don't know if he was in the back of that thing, but
no, it was Dak.
No.
I mean,
Dak!
I mean,
Dak!
Hobby, I lost Dak.
But it wouldn't. I mean, it just wouldn't surprise me if they did C-3PO with R2-D2. I don't know. It's just. I know. I feel you, but it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, so I want Luke like everybody else. I think the other character is gonna be R2-D2, and hopefully it's that. And then hopefully we get a new. They mentioned a new gaming mode or whatever.
Yeah,
it is,
let's get
so,
into that. This social.
Oh yeah, before we move on, there was a couple more things, wasn't there, as well? On
Go
the
ahead.
fan favorite. One was the special ability. They're gonna have one of them's gonna have a brand new special ability,
Oh
and I just wanted to
yeah.
pull back
Yeah, go ahead.
onto if it is Empire Luke. Okay, and we already know the Maul meta is strong, and it's strong versus Jedi. Okay, what if it was Empire Luke? Luke didn't have a Jedi tag and just had Rebel.
Oh.
That would be interesting because, as Vader said in Empire Strikes Back, you are not a Jedi yet. You know? Will he have a Jedi tag? Or will it only be Return of the Jedi Luke that has the Jedi tag? And that's just some like speculation, boom, out there kind of thing. But I don't think Empire Luke would have a Jedi tag, and he would just be. That would kind of put the difference between the two. That one would be Rebel, and then the other one later on, Return of the Jedi, would be, Luke with Rebel and Jedi synergy. Where I think if it's changing this meta, and if this character could be potentially meta changing, then you don't really want him to have a Jedi tag because Maul's just going to like sweep him up.
Yeah.
So I think that he probably won't because he wasn't really committed. He wasn't like a Padawan Jedi. He was just learning so he could kill Vader. That's pretty much what Empire is, and he goes to save his friends. And the whole story of him being trained was because he wanted revenge on Vader. It wasn't because he wanted to be a Jedi. He just wanted to pretty much kill Vader, and face him. So he definitely wasn't a Jedi, in my opinion, on point of view on it in Empire.
From
And he didn't become a Jedi.
From a certain point
Yeah.
of view, Luke, you're gonna find. So look into the social new thing aspect. We kind of got it. Me and Smithy and Pastor was with us on Saturday. We were doing a recap of the celebration. But since we got everybody here on the panel, they kind of mentioned this during celebration. We'll start with you, Loki. What do you think this social new game construct thing that they've got down the pipe work is going to be?
Uh, so it could be. I mean, I'm hoping it's some kind of a tournament, because as I've mentioned in the past, that I met a lot of good people, in the tournament uh, style of play. I mean, people would message me on other uh, chat apps or whatever you want to call it, and met a lot of good people, and recruited some people and joined up. But yeah, if they're going to incorporate a better maybe chat system along with another tournament or ladder kind of thing, and then you have a prize at the end, which is a fan favorite, then um, I'm all for that. I think the social aspect of the game kind of went away with getting rid of the tournaments.
Okay. What about you, MJ?
I don't know. At first, I thought, was it going to be something along the lines of, real time player versus player stuff,
Mhm.
i.e., like Force Arena. I don't know how difficult that would be for them to just drop into the game, but I would like to have some kind of, at the very least, a battle, either a guildie or an ally type thing. I think it'd be fun to be able to test up your team against, the people that you're talking smack with all the time, and it'd just be, it'd be fun to be able to just to compare teams and just fight your friends.
Hmm?
I guess
Just fight like we used to.
exactly.
All right.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
All right, Ducky.
Honestly, that's some kind of like minimal payout um PvP thing. So like an internal guild fight or something like that, where you could, as you were saying, test out against different teams, kind of do a my team's better than your team, like back and forth fun thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Smithy.
I'm hoping for live game mode that has some live PvP and where you can do some turn-based stuff and just have some fun, some
Okay.
laughs and giggles. I don't know how how they would put it into the game, but I'd like to see it because I guess it'd make things fun.
Yeah,
Where when you got like somebody's like, you know what, I beat everyone on my shard. My team's the best, and I'll be like, let's have a one-on-one, son.
that's right.
And I think you lose to him, and you're like, okay, your team is the best. I'll shut up now. you know, but it'd be cool. I don't know if they could do that. It would be cool to see. I guess you could then put lots of the stuff like events within the game mode and do things, but it probably could be player versus player that's maybe offline where you do it with ally codes, maybe, and you just test each other's out against the computer. I don't know. Yeah, I think, it has potential either way anyway.
Okay.
What about you,
I would
Ranger?
like to.
I think everything that's been said
I was
is,
going to say
yeah, I think everything's been covered there.
that somebody in chat.
Go ahead.
So I just want somebody in the chat. Knights Templar said that ships are kind of lackluster, so he wants to see it be something specifically related to ship content to give them more stuff to do. And I just wanted to say, Knights Templar, I love you, man. Yes. Ships. Okay, you're good.
Ships.
Yeah, that's just like
If you
I
play
say the word
Battlefront,
ship,
I just,
and that just like incorporates everything regarding ships, all of the wonderfulness that it entails.
yes, indeed. All right. You guys ready to answer some questions? We got a lot of questions popping in now. I think it's the least we can do for these fine folks to answer some questions. We all ready to do it? Okay, the silence is deafening. I think
Sure.
everybody needs some coffee. From our boy Vlad. What is the Dream Rex team? Think about it, ponder it. I can tell you what I'm running since I've left a little bit of the dark side behind. Oh, that's not my team.
that's not what I packed my car.
That's not what I did. I am running Rex lead with Chase, with Xylo, and Nihilus. Now, that's the team I'm running. Anybody have a different variation of that team? Or think, cause that's what I think is a really great use of that with Rex as the lead. Um, Anybody else thoughts of the Rex lead, who they'd run with it? Smithy?
That's pretty much the meta team, right? I mean, according to SWGOH.
Yeah, I think so. Does anybody think that that's the best team option, or is there a better team or a different way you
Nope,
could go?
Kylo Ren
I have
on
Kylo Ren in there.
defense will weaken that team.
Mm. Well, who would you put in
Um,
besides Kylo Ren?
General Kenobi all day long in a team like that.
Okay, so
If
General
you didn't have
Kenobi,
him, I'd put Death Trooper.
Death Trooper. Okay,
And go for that pure, just like and stuff and Death Max. That's who I'd go for because speeding up Death Trooper is a slow character already. You're already putting in that two. You're already putting that increase in cooldown with Nihilus, and you're also going to do that with Death Trooper. So you pretty much potentially increasing their cooldowns by two. You're also able to put Annihilate and do Deathmark, so you're kind of hitting on both angles. And it's great. I'm going to be using, and what I use like is Death Trooper under Maul, because with that daze, when Maul puts that daze down, you're then using his basic attack because they've already got daze on them, and then you've also got Nihilus in the team with Death Trooper. It's insane, it's a really really good combination, and yeah, the only problem you've got with Baze and with Baze without General Kenobi in the current meta of what it is, because Nihilus can just dispel your Baze, and then you're gonna have to wait for Sharut to equalize the health. And if Sharut doesn't equalize the health, then you've got the issue that you just don't attack Sharut. Attack Sharut, Baze will go into this kind of auto taunt, and you just don't let him kill your team. That's why people will use General Kenobi in that comp, because he's
okay.
that extra taunter. So if he dispels one, the other one's going to get their taunt up at some point, or General Kenobi is. Without General Kenobi in that, I don't think it works as well, and especially on the kind of like defensive side of things. Like you've got Kylo Ren in there, but if you take Kylo Ren out and you haven't got the supplements, say like Death Trooper, then even on offense, it's quite weak compared to a lot of teams. The reason why you're probably smashing teams on the offense is because Kylo Ren. there, of course, but Kylo Ren is pretty much, you get rid of their nihilist, then he could pretty much take the Death Star hitting him and he'll still survive and get through it.
Okay.
Team, Death Trooper all day long, I'd say, over Kylo if you wanted it to hold on defense.
Okay. So Death Trooper, very nice. All right. Next question. This is from our boy Vormax. Throw this out there. Do you think droids deserve some love, like Zetas or new droids? MJ, let's start with you first. Did MJ drop off? Loki, can you answer this question?
Uh, yeah, I think droids do need some love, but you know, I'd like to see the Separatist tag again get the rework. So I'd like to see the General Grievous get the love, and then you know, the IG 100 and the B2 get some synergy with him. So um, that's my thought on it. I don't necessarily, you know, HK could get a Zeta. Not sure what it would do, or maybe if they crit, then they get 75% turn meter back. I don't know, but I'd like to see the three separatist droids get a rework or get some synergy going.
Okay. Ducky, I know you were a big droid lover back in the day. Your thoughts, sir? Mage Ducky just sounds like he just had a stroke.
No, no, sorry. Mage Ducky honest like was paying attention but didn't hear the name you said. So he wasn't sure if you said his name or another, and he didn't want to jump in and interrupt somebody else. He was actually about to speak up.
There is another.
So I love
Another
droids. I think they're fantastic. I think
Skywalker.
that they're royally screwed in the game right now.
They are.
Um, because not only do they not work in the current super anti-crit meta, but they also contribute absolutely nothing to ships. They don't do anything for the Rancor. They're starting to be outpaced, from what I can tell, in part two of the AAT
Mm-hmm.
by Zeta and other teams. So they're basically fading into distance in terms of upper level relevancy. So personally, I think that it's going to take a lot more than just work on HK leader kind of thing to bring them back.
Okay.
Somebody on the forums, I don't know who it is, so if you're watching, I apologize. But they every time a droid conversation comes up, they are quick to point out that droids have one single function, and that's landing crits to gain turn meter, to go fast, to kill stuff quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that one-dimensional focus that they need more functionality than just, hey, we're going to land a bunch of crits. Because they handed crits out to other characters, decided they needed to counter that, and that's all droids do. So any counter to other crits is going to hurt them even worse.
Okay.
So yeah, I think some kind of faction rework would be in order.
Okay. Do you think it's just a few droids, or you think the whole kind of synergy, all the droids need to get it kind of looked at a little bit?
I mean, for the most part, a leader ability isn't good if it's not giving you turn meter somehow, because speed meta. And so, like, you almost have to leave HK's leader ability the way it is, and so you'd have to do it in individual, like a unique ability here, a special ability change over there. So I think it would have to be multiple characters
Okay.
to really make them relevant again.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the next question. Let's start with you, Loki. Are you any of us going for the two new characters? Or are you just gonna let them go to free to play and buy the two new characters, the two Mandalorians?
I am going to treat them just like the Phoenix Squadron, and I'm going to wait. Um, the uh, the Gar Saxon. I mean, it sounds cool, but it's kind of what has, and nobody uses him with Jedi. So the counter leadership, again, it sounds cool, but I just don't see it working. So I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
What about you, Smithy?
I think Saxon would be really good for the AAT. that counter chance and the recovery of health.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would work. Great for the AAT. Um, I probably wouldn't even bother until I found out where they're going. They could go into a hard mode.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, me personally, I'd probably just ignore them until I find out where they're farmable. If they're achievable for me, I'll farm them, gear them. If not, then if they go into a hard node, I'll probably just leave them there. And I probably, yeah, yeah. It depends where they go in the game, really. I think that's if you're a low spender or free to play, you have to really be mindful of what you put in
Yeah.
because you could be stuck with a freestyle character for a while.
Yeah. Pretty much. Okay. Let's see here. Next question. Sorry, my phone's been a little wackadoodle here. All right. A lot of questions. Vlad again. This is for you, Smithy. What if they blow your mind and give us both Return of the Jedi Luke and Bespin Luke? Green lightsaber and blue lightsaber. What are your thoughts? Smithy D.
Um, I wouldn't really want that.
You just want one or the other?
Even though, yeah, I don't want them both
You
at the
wouldn't
same
want
time. I wouldn't
two
know which one.
Lukes?
Yeah, two Lukes in one team, two lightsabers. No, I wouldn't want that, man. That'd be horrible to have two Lukes. I
Hmm.
just want one. I'll be happy with one. I don't want two. Not yet, anyway. I'd rather one come out now and one come out later.
Well,
They
yeah,
both come out together. Everyone will
yeah.
be running two Lukes, man. And I'll be running two Lukes. And everyone in the arena will be running two Lukes. And I'll be running two Lukes. No, that'd be horrible.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
Next
Two Lukes
question.
on one team.
Yeah. Next question from good old Maurice. Do you guys think the new movie will bring new First Order and Resistance characters? And what type of kits would improve each faction? Yes, I do think, I'm going to answer first, that there will be new characters obviously introduced to the game. Um, Question, though, I think is a fair question. Do we think we'll get some reworks from the old characters since they are going to be kind of changing with the movies and stuff? Or do you think that they'll introduce a new form of that character? Start with you.
Um, oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Smithy.
No, I think the characters that we got at Force Awakens, unless they change, they'll probably bring out another version of them. So, what I gathered from the trailer, it looks like Kylo Ren's ditched his mask.
Kylo Ren.
Like in the trailer, for anyone that's watched it, and spoiler alert, because you could have already watched it. You haven't
Sure,
already
yeah.
watched
If you're
it.
watching the stream, you haven't seen it. I
The
don't know what's going on
mask,
with
the
you.
mask broken on the floor, isn't Vader's. It's Kylo Ren's. You can see the silver out of Kylo Ren's mask to the left, and as one of the guys that I know online was pointing out because we were like talking about it, and I believe it was Molito, that Vader's eyes were missing. Force Awakens, and Kylo's on the mask in the trailer has the glass eye, and then also if you look to the left of the helmet, you see the silver grill guards Kylo Ren has on his mask. So it looks like he's ditched it, so you've got a brand new, probably version of Kylo Ren without a helmet. So they'll probably bring out a new one of them. Like I don't know what they'll call him. Headless Kylo Ren. I don't know.
Any Ducky, Loki, any thoughts? Kits change for the teams, that kind of stuff. New characters, anything?
No, not really.
Thanks,
I mean,
Ducky.
nothing that like hasn't already been said. Ideas that have been passed around.
This has been Deep Thoughts with Mage Ducky. All right.
Ditto, basically.
It's like ditto. Ditto. All right. Next question. Good lord.
Be right back.
All right. Next question, if I can get it. Holy moly, a lot of questions. All right. This is from Edward Moy. What are the top 3 hard node guys to farm? I'm already doing first order TIE pilot per mage and finishing up Boba. I'm not max level, so I can't do bays yet. He did Ray. I'm having a hard time doing hard nodes. Thanks. All right, Mr. Loki. What do you think would be the best route there? I mean, yeah,
Okay,
he's not.
so
He
I'm
can't
gonna.
do bays yet. He said so. Bays is not there.
So he probably hasn't unlocked number 9 yet, or he's getting to
I'm
it.
not sure. He says I'm not max level, so I can't do bays yet. So he's not max level. He's already working on first
Right.
order
I would.
and finishing up Boba.
So I mean, one that comes to mind is the Jedi Counselor ship. I'd go for that. I think that's on hard node 8
Right.
somewhere.
What about for
Uh,
characters?
and Boba Fett's good. I think
He's
you
already
said
working
that
there.
already.
Yeah, he's working on first order TIE pilot as well. Trying to think.
Yeah, I almost want General
We'd have
Veers. I
to
mean, shoot,
no. We'd have to look at your roster.
never know.
I think the path you've got right now is good. Really keep going until you can get to 9 and get those unlocked because those are a lot of really good tunes in there. So I would definitely
Yep.
do that. But if you're not sure, get in Discord with us. It's down the links down below and get with Grande and some other guys. We can look at your roster and see what you need to do. Our boy Luke Thyrocker. I have resistance very close. Just a Finn Zeta and a bit of gear from Trooper and Pilot, and First Order needs Foss shards and Officer needs gear. Should I Zeta Finn or Phasma? Does Fost have a good replacement since he is my only holdup? Basically, FO or Resistance, mainly for raids or feature meta and next Zeta. I'm sure you get the gist of the questions. Thank you, sir. So he's asking where he should go Zeta next. Resistance or First Order? Um,
I think Resistance is
yeah,
cheaper.
way
Um,
cheaper.
they're very they're good in phase 2. They're just as good as the First Order
Yeah,
without all the Zeta investments. And then anticipating, going back to Maurice's question, maybe First Order or Resistance might get a rework, a slight rework. I don't know
yeah.
with the
We don't know
upcoming
what's going to
movie,
happen
but
with the movie.
but
What's
I
going to
mean
happen?
First Order. Yeah, First Order's just. I mean, that's super expensive to get that team up and going, and even when you do it, it's not a top arena team, so Kylo's got a ship. It guess it helps. I would do Resistance. I mean, it's cheaper, so
Yeah.
and you get the same results. I think.
Okay. Who's that laughing in the background?
So I'm just laughing because you think that and shuttle is a reason to justify Zeta
No,
First Order.
no, I was digging deep. I mean,
I just okay. I'm sorry.
Ducky. Your thoughts, sir?
Kylo Ren's ship is good.
Yeah,
It's
offensively.
good, just not on defense.
Well,
It's
at the
too
minute, it's only
complex.
4-star, isn't it?
it's like it's like Kylo Ren himself. So
Well, yeah, but it's not just the stats. Like he's super slow, and I mean it's a support ship, so he's kind of tanky, but not super tanky.
Yeah,
The
he's
two
not
biggest
slow, though.
flaws are that he doesn't have a lot of first order to synergize with, and
Mhm.
his kit is too complex for the AI to handle properly. It's very flexible. It can adapt to a lot of different situations, which is what makes it so powerful. But that's also the same downfall for the AI because the AI is very limited in what it can do. And there are far cheaper, easier ways to win on offense than using the command shuttle. So what you should do is build around defense to try to not fall as far,
Okay.
in my opinion.
All right. So, next question from Ben Lazarus. Jesus. Will they be adding the Golden Girls as a squad? This question is directed toward me because Smithy, you were there. We always have good old Whopper Pants, Mr. Pastor himself from Furnaces on Saturday. He had us just cracking up with these references to having a Golden Girls team. And it even was so funny that Finn's actually thinking about us creating character creation for the Golden Girls as a squad for PvP in the game. So more to come to that. Um, Jason Cuts has a question. He says, "Droids have already been meta. What about bounty hunters?" So now that we got you back, Smithy D, what about bounty hunters?
Sorry, what was the question?
He said droids have already been meta. What about bounty hunters basically becoming the meta?
They
This
could
is
do
their
one day
term.
if they released Bosk and
Yeah, God. Bosk,
Django.
or Singh, Django. I mean, good God, give us
I think I'd
something.
need more. Yeah,
But you
Yeah, you
probably.
need to have more bounty hunters
It's really shocking that it
than
is
stars.
popular as bounty hunters are, that they just aren't as good as they could be, right? Um,
yeah.
I mean, let's. What are bounty hunters? I
I
mean,
think I think
what are
they'll
they
be as
missing? What do
violent.
they what do they need?
Well, they need a taunter for one, don't they?
Yes, they do. They definitely need a taunter.
They need a natural dispeller
Yeah,
that isn't Boba dispelling with an execute. Um, I guess it just depends what kit. Would you say a bounty hunter would have a taunt?
hmm,
Probably not because they kind of pretty much work alone. There is this odd exception that some of them work with others, but Django pretty much
yeah,
was a lone guy, wasn't he? It was him and Baby Boba. Boba worked a lot alone. There's other times where they've teamed up with people.
uh,
Boba made his own bounty hunters guild. You know,
yeah.
but it's one prize, isn't it? It's like the more people you bring in on the loot on the job, the more you got to split.
Hmm. Anybody else
So,
have
would you
thoughts?
see a taunter? Yeah.
Well, we need a taunter and some things like that. Um, Loki, what do you think about bounty hunters getting some love and areas of opportunity to make them probably a meta opportunity for them?
I would, if going back to the fan favorite character coming out, if it was Bosk, I'd be pretty happy. And if
Yeah,
Bosk was like an auto taunter of some sort, that would be great. Uh, Missing too is there isn't like a good. I mean, Boba's leadership is okay, but is it still bugged? And can we have maybe another like we need like another leader? I mean, Boss could be a leader too.
yeah.
I mean,
There's a lot of
that
ways
that's
they could
that's
go
two
with it.
things I think are missing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of ways they could go, and they could add some things. All right. This is from our boy Grim. Do you guys think they will give Rex a Zeta? I don't see it.
No,
Yeah, I don't see them giving Rex a
doesn't need
Zeta.
it.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. I mean, Rex is like one of those characters through all this that's still meta. He's been meta a long time. He's one of those characters that just works. I don't see a Zeta. Anybody have a differing opinion about that? Smithy, Loki?
I can't see him getting a Zeta any time this year.
Yeah, he
Mm-mm.
doesn't need it.
Yeah,
He's
You
good.
don't want a character to stay in meta, not from a point of view if you're trying to make money on a game.
yeah. All right.
I can't see it to be honest that he's gonna get a Zeta.
Okay.
But
Going
yeah,
back to the bounty hunter question. Wouldn't it be cool if they just gave HK-47 a Zeta and it was bounty hunters and droids gain 50% turn meter with their
That'd
critical
be
hit.
nice.
Just
That would
that
be
slight
really
tweak
nice.
alone, because
Can,
HK-47 is a bounty hunter, right? I mean, he's an assassin droid,
He's
right?
assassin
So
droid.
so
I
he,
don't think he was a bounty
it's,
hunter.
yeah, he wasn't a bounty hunter. But if they did that, stack crit chance on Boba, double tap potentially on basic, potentially able to go immediately. So you'd be popping executes constantly.
Oh, that'd be disgusting.
it'd be awesome.
Uh, it'd
Yes.
be, I mean, granted, you have to have the status effects to make execute actually do anything. But if you had other ways of applying that, that would be beautiful
We're gonna
and
make
painful.
we're gonna make bounty hunters great again. I've got a plan. It's a great plan. It's gonna be
Or I mean,
fantastic.
even
General
Bounty
Kenobi just comes out of
hunters,
nowhere and says,
bounty
"I have the
hunters are
high
gonna
ground."
win, win, win. They're gonna win so much. You're gonna get sick of it. They're gonna get sick of winning. All right. Next question from Paul Gibbons. Question: I got Rex Lead, Nihilus, Zader, Palp, Sword Trooper. I'm close to Zeta Kylo. Who should I replace him with to improve my team? Replace who? I'm trying to. Let me read that again. Question: I got Rex Lead, Nihilus, Zader, Palpatine, and Short Trooper. I'm close to Zeta Kylo. Who should I replace him on the team to improve my team? Who should Zeta Kylo with that team replace, if he should at all?
So he's got Rex,
Yep.
Palpatine, Nihilus, and Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
And Zader.
Oh, and Zeta.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take out Zader.
Yeah, well, he's not really a Zeta in under a Rex lead.
That's a yeah.
Yeah. Take him out and be gone with him.
I mean, because like he's really slow and he doesn't offer a whole lot if he's not the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe under Palp lead because of the turn meter on all the debuffs.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Okay.
no.
There you go. Next question from Blake Ward. Do you think if CG introduces Jango Fett as a leader, we will get a Mandalorian tag? They wouldn't have enough Mandalorians in the game to justify the Mandalorian tag. I think you need a group before you get a tag going, right? They'd have to have a. Well, no, they've got the two new Mandalorians coming, right? From Rebels.
Got Sabine as well, but I still stand by that Django's wouldn't get a Mandalorian tag, and nor would Boba.
Yeah. I mean, I know in Legends, Bubba, that's a different story, but I don't remember Jango ever being considered a Mandalorian. Um,
No, he was adopted, wasn't he? He
yeah,
wasn't a true Mandalorian or anything. He was just raised by Mandalorians, even though he's got the armor and everything. But
I don't
when
know.
it comes to tags, I think they're very strict and definitely going with canon now with
Yeah,
how it's running. I don't think they'd give him one.
unless they change some canon stuff. All right,
Yeah.
last question, also from Blake Ward. What about Biston getting a Zeta? What do we think about Biston getting a Zeta? I don't understand why we would give Biston a Zeta, but maybe I'm not seeing this. Does Biston
Well,
need
they
a
put him in the
Zeta?
game.
Well, they put him in the
Well, they gave
game, but
they
that's
gave Bodhi a Zeta, so
well, he was more of an important character. I could see that, but Biston, I,
He was supposed to have more role in the original.
I know, but he, you know, bygones be bygones. He's
All
that's
this stuff.
all things considered. I don't see Biston getting a Zeta. Am I crazy on that?
I don't think he would. No,
Okay, yeah, I just
he was
don't.
going to have one. He'd already be there, wouldn't
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. Nor do I think he needs one at the moment. He's just not up there on the food chain. Okay, so I think that's all the questions. MJ had to go take care of some family business, so unfortunately he wasn't able to come back in time. So I think we're going to wrap it up. Now, what we do, guys, I just want to let you know that, first of all, again, thank you guys. 1,000 subscribers, it's a big deal. We really appreciate it. And that's, special thanks to all you guys. We've had a lot of people since we started this last year. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary that has really supported the channel and supported us as we put out content. We're going to keep putting out content. We're going to keep streaming for everybody. We really appreciate everybody that has shown us love and support through all of this, through the trials and tribulations. So again, big shout out to you guys. Opening the packs was something you guys wanted. We did a big one. Try to do some more in the future. Because I know you guys like seeing that. So really, thank you guys once again. Now, after we get done here, we always go to the Discord and hang out. The Discord is linked below. You can go and check that out. You can join all of us. We'll answer your Star Wars questions. Um, and if you have questions in general, we have a question section in there that you can put questions in. You don't have to wait till we're live. We're always in the Discord, and you can go in there and we'll answer your questions. We'll help you out with roster reviews or ship reviews. Ducky checks that thing like a hawk. It's pretty amazing. If you have questions about ships, Ducky's there. You have questions about characters, you got people like Grande and other folks that are in there that will be more than glad to try to help you out and answer your questions. There's a lot of great people in the community that we're lucky enough to have support our channel that are will give you some really good advice, especially if you're a newer player. There's a lot of times where you have questions as a newer player, who to go where and whatnot, and sometimes you can kind of get a little bit of the cold shoulder for certain people, and you're going to find that in this community. So Thank you guys once again. I can't say it enough. 1,000 subscribers is a big deal. So on that, let's end the stream. And remember, we can go. We'll be in Discord afterwards. So let's put up the ending thing so we can get this wrapped up. First, before I do our thing, remember Urban Blaster. Thank you for the gamer fuel. I was supposed to try to get him on tonight, but probably had family stuff happen. It's real life. It's what it does. So check out his channel, the Assassin Masters Urban Blaster. I know the Furnaces run their shows live stream on Friday, so support Urban. He's kind enough to do those gamer fields for us, and we really appreciate it. But for us, again, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. All those thumbs up really make a big difference, and we really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. You can check out our website, realityscubegamers.blogspot.com, where we have lots of helpful information. We have a new Clone Wars Phase 4. I know Finn's working on, and some other stuff coming down the pipe. You can buy merchandising from us. We got all kinds of shirts and stuff that supports the channel. All the money we make on those go directly back into the channel to bring you more content. And of course, you got Facebook and Twitter. Let's go around the horn so people can do their shout outs. Smithy D, the one and only
Yeah, man.
Smith Lord himself. Where can people find you and check you out and what you got going on?
You can check me out over at my channel, Smithy D. I think I'm doing some Elite Arena videos. I think I'm going to do a bit of a
Nice.
marathon. I've got to do still my arena reviews. I'm doing them. But I've got an interview actually. I had an interview on yesterday where we just did some Q&As, and it's about an hour long, so I should be getting that up on my channel hopefully tomorrow. And then I want to do some arena, like how to use starships, what's best. I don't have a big collection of starships, and I've got no access to kind of other ships, but I want to kind of like show with what I've got, what works for me, how I'm taking like number 2 and number 1 every day, and how I'm generally doing in the arena with what I've got. And yeah, they're all free to play ships, so that's pretty positive. And I just want to explain on how to really trick the AI to like beat the AI really easily. There's certain tricks you can do.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna start bringing that out.
Very nice. All right. Next up is the lightsaber builder himself. I think you're wearing your second lightsaber. Sir Loki, where can we check you out, my
Jedi
friend?
Luke.
Oh.
I am working on a Jedi Luke saber. So,
Smithy just creamed his jeans.
in honor of the fan favorite, hopefully coming. I run a YouTube channel. It's Sir Loki, SIRLOKI. Right now, doing some arena trials against current meta stuff. So, if you want to check out, Nihilus led teams, Zader teams, stuff like that. I got those up, and working on getting some more Phase 3 stuff. I got this infatuation with soloing Phase 3, so that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Thank you again for having me on. I appreciate it.
No, we appreciate you being on here. And then Mage Ducky, the ship extraordinaire. What's up with you, brother?
We do have our regular Sunday night stream
We do.
about ships. Have absolutely no clue what we're going to talk about this Sunday, so you're just going to have to show up to find out.
Oh my god. That's right. You do need to show up. All right. Yeah, every Sunday we do the ship Mage Ducky Ship Spectacular. We talk about ships, all ships and nothing but ships, so help you God. And then also Saturdays we also have our fun stream. Just lost it last Saturday because Pastor just was going in and it was phenomenal. If you haven't seen the Saturday stream, prepare to laugh, and the damage I take on those streams is just phenomenal. I mean, I think I was worried. Thank God Finn's a doctor because I thought I'd laughed so much my head was just killing me. I thought I was having an aneurysm. It was so awful. But they're a lot of fun, so check them out on Saturday. But yeah, so everybody, let's jump in the Discord. We can hoot and holler and talk there. So we will see you guys there. But thank you guys again. 1,000 subscribers. Let's keep it going. Let's get to 2,000. I'm a greedy whore and I want 2,000. So we'll see
We're
what
gonna
we
do
can.
2,000 subs.
I don't know.
It's going to be
I don't
$200
know.
worth of packs in.
Yeah,
for
good.
Yeah. If I get your 1,000 subs in by next week, are you up for that, John?
$200.
Yeah, $200.
But are you gonna make me spend it on stupid stuff? If not, I'm not gonna do it. Smithy. I mean, you're not gonna make me sit there and buy 9.99 over and over again.
No, you just buy, whatever, as long as it's premiums and deep packs
A
and stuff,
thousand subscribers by next Wednesday.
Well, that is a lot of work,
That is
but
a
I
lot of
reckon I could
work.
do it. I could maybe do it.
Let's set something.
Um,
Let's set something up. Let's set something ahead of time. Let's see how things are going, and then yeah, we'll throw the gauntlet down again.
Yeah, we don't want to make you go like, we want you to progress in the game. I don't want you to like,
Co-
spend all your extras on
That's right.
stuff. Yeah.
I have a cocaine habit to keep up. All right. All right. So let's all jump in the Discord on behalf of myself, MJ, Urban Blaster, Finity the Troll, Sir Loki, Mage Ducky the Extraordinaire. Thank you guys for being here, and we will check you guys out on the flip side later.